Hi guys, it's Achu Sikanku from Esports Africa News again, and today I've got a guest here whose name everybody knows in esports, especially if you're an FC player. If you don't know this guy, then you're not an FC player, or you've not been in the system, because this name is everywhere. It's everywhere. But before we speak to him, we want to spotlight this organization who has been supporting us all this while. Is the TVU. They are the media broadcast equipment and service provider. If you want to know who TVU are, just check out the system that iShowSpeed uses for all his broadcasts. They provide all the services and niche equipment that helps you broadcast anywhere you are. Your internet connectivity might be very, very bad, but with this service, you can use a mobile, you can use that device, and you can use all the cloud services they provide. Check out their website and all the services they provide and make contact. Abdallah is always ready to help you. So make contact with TVU and get the best equipment and best services from them. So yeah, I'm gonna ask you to introduce yourself first, because I'll ask the top man at the right with the cap. You start yours first before we talk to the main man.
Yeah, my name is Oyewole Ayewale Sodiq. So that's where I get the name OAS from, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it, basically.
But what do you do? Let's know what you do as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. What we do is just we're trying to set the pace for African esports generally, and try to grow African esports scene, groom talent, and organize events. I'm currently going on probably a non-profit, teaching esports in schools as well, like in junior school and college as well. I'm teaching esports, and we're also running organizations to train people and groom players with the mentality of teamwork and other aspects as well.
That's great. That's great. Right, young man down on my screen.
Yeah, hello guys, my name is Faruk Manzo. I'm a professional FC player for OS Esports, the best team in the world, and playing FIFA professionally. Been competing for 10 years plus, and one of the best FIFA players in Nigeria here.
That I agree with you, 100%. So the thing is, half the time people will say, "Oh, Farouk here," but people don't really know how Farouk started. Who is Farouk? 10 years. It hasn't just happened today. 10 years, isn't it? So who's Farouk?
So Farouk is a kid that fell in love with gaming at a very young age, with 4 big brothers that all they did growing up was play video games. So Farouk fell in love with what his big brothers were doing and fell in love with a certain game called FIFA, but now called FC. So he started off by playing FIFA 09. That was his first FIFA. And after that, he fell in love with the game and he was beating his big brothers at home. So it got to a point that there was a competition for the first time, and I was interested in going for the competition, but I think it was 2K red fee. But as a child, I didn't have the 2K. I had to go ask my mom, please, there's a tournament to win 20K. The registration is 2K. My mom told me, are you sure? It's not a scam or anything. I told her, yeah, I'm sure. So my mom registered me for the tournament, and I went on to win my first ever tournament, and I brought her 20K. She was so happy. She was like, "Oh, you really won? You gave me 20K?" Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, it wasn't a scam. I won. I gave her the money." So anytime I had a competition, my mom would give me the red fee. I'll go win, bring the money back to my mom. So that's how the journey started, and that's why we are here today. And yeah.
No, hold on. Which year was that?
It was I think 2014, 2013.
Even 20K. That is big. That is big.
Yeah.
Well done. That is big. So we're gonna skip a few. Yeah, I was gonna say that's big. 2014. Yeah, it's big. So we're gonna skip a few years to maybe the last 3-4 years, because you have been everywhere. I mean, I can see some of the areas, but obviously I'll miss them. You've been Ghana, Nigeria. You've been Igbo Tola. You've been KD Sports. You've been Esports World Esports World Cup last year.
Saudi.
Saudi. Yeah, the one in Saudi. Yeah, go on. Tell us some of the major tournaments you've been in. No, obviously the Nigerian ones are plenty, but tell us about the major ones
Okay.
you've been in and experience.
Okay, so I've been to France for the Paris Game Week in France. I've been to
Mhm.
Egypt for the Insomnia. I've been to Ivory Coast for Fedja. I've been to Saudi for the Esports World Cup last year. I've gone to Morocco for the Ibotola, and I think there's one country I'm
Rwanda,
forgetting. I've been to
Rwanda, Rwanda.
Rwanda. Yeah, Rwanda.
Mhm.
He never forgets. I've been to
You
Rwanda.
you know, you
For,
know.
yeah,
No, I remember
I've
that
been to
one as
Rwanda
well.
too for the
I remember
Sport
that one as
Blitz.
well.
Yeah, so we've been to a couple tournaments and it's going so good. It's going good so far.
Yeah. So esports, someone will say you've traveled the world or you've traveled Africa with esports. I've not been to half of the countries you've been to, yeah, but you've traveled Africa with esports, played
Yeah.
esports 2014, yeah, to
Yeah,
2024, 2026. 12 years.
yeah,
You've made it through the
More
ranks.
than a decade.
You
yeah.
know, that is incredible. What would you say to other people who are saying esports is not a thing?
I mean, it started off with my parents. My parents told me esports is not a thing. I'm wasting my time. I should go read my books. There's no future here. You can't make money from here. Until I went to Lagos for the LG Grand Finals and I won like 1.5 mil with a 75-inch TV and I put the TV in the parlor and brought the check back home and my parents were like, oh, so it might actually be like big, big and you can make an income from it. So yeah, that was the time my parents started believing. So like to all the parents that are stopping their children from trying to get a career in esports, I'm here to tell them that it is very, very possible. There are multiple ways of earning from esports. You can earn while streaming, you can teach, you can play tournaments. There's a lot you can do and make an
That's what we're
income
trying to
while
teach.
yeah, that's what my boss AY here is trying to teach the children at school and to all the parents that are not allowing their children. I'm a living example that it is very possible to make income while playing video games.
That is impressive. I'm going to bring AY here because, to be able to spot talent, to be able to manage talent, and be able to make sure this talent is successful, it takes a different kind of gameplay. So, what's it like for you? How did you discover Farouk? How have you
Yeah,
managed it
I
all this
think
while?
I'm also a good player as well, though. So we kind of met. We played together.
So, your
The
coach,
guys in the server,
manager.
they've been talking about my team ever since. Oh, he has the best team in the country. Da, da, da. You have not played this guy. So fortunately for me, I was on top. I was winning him. Then his stats went up. They were like, "Oh, you need to beat this guy. You need to beat this guy." And I'm like, "Okay, okay, okay. Let me see what's coming." Then I asked him, Tommy Day as well. I asked him, who is this guy? Then he started telling me about Farouk. Obviously, I've seen his LG tournament as well. The one he played with LG, he was all over the place. So obviously, I know the guy, but I don't know
How good
his
it
actual
is.
team. I didn't know his actual team at the time. So it
Right.
kind of interests me. I'm like, we can actually do better. Then we can like a collaboration with Game Evo as well to put down a big contract, a massive one at that. To be able to like have him under us and make sure that. And for the past like 3 years, 2 years, he's been fire. As I call him,
Consistent.
Starboy.
Yeah.
Consistent. That's
Yeah.
interesting. So it's about being in the community and discovering talents like Farouk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
have you seen
exactly.
any talent coming up in your in
I was
your
I, wa- I was spotting King Nonex at the time, yeah. But it's signed to Soulfair now. We also have Rhymes in our team as well, just to like have players to play with. And I see like there's more team in the esports scenes now. I think we've encouraged teams to come up on board. Last year we were like almost the only esports team that was like in the tournament, really.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
That's
so now there's
interesting.
like a lot of teams that's like I'm like, wow, this is really good. Individual players have their own sponsors now, and it's all going good.
So Ibotola, right? Going to play to Ibotola, it was a route to the FC World Championships. How did that
Yeah.
go for you? You going to play in a different country? How did you manage that mental strength and play with different team members? How did you manage that?
I mean, it was a totally new experience. I mean, leaving my country for 2 months, going to a country I've never been before, playing with players I've never played with before, and meeting a whole new region of FC that I've never gone. So it was a very good experience. At the start, it was a bit tricky because I didn't know what I was going to go up against, but the first 2 weeks after I got comfortable,
Yeah, very
it
cool.
became way better, and the Moroccan people are actually very nice. Like they're very welcoming, they're very friendly. They made me feel like I was at home. And my teammates, shout out my teammate Ayman, Sharan, he made me feel like, okay, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. What matters is if we have a good time and we just have fun playing the game. And if we win, we win. And if we lose, it's not the end of the world. Even though qualifying for the Esports World Cup would like be a dream come true. And we did very well. We finished top 2 in our group. We qualified directly to the playoffs.
That was massive.
Yeah, we finished top 2 in our group. The group of death, as they call it, with all the best Moroccan players in it. We finished top
Yeah.
2. We went to the quarterfinals. Unfortunately, that was where our run ended. We came top 5, top 8. It was a very good run. We could have done better, but you have to thank God for the journey. And I'm happy with how
Alhamdulillah.
we played, and hopefully next year will be better.
Now that's good. That's good experience. As a professional player, being able to be seconded to a different team, that's a whole process. That's a whole mindset shift to be able to go and play somewhere else. But that's kudos to you. So what are you planning for the future? What do you see your future like? Or what are some of the big tournaments you are aiming to be at? And obviously, I think Nations Cup is one.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the goal is to represent our country at the highest level, represent Nigeria. The E Nations is coming up very soon. We'll try our best and be participating in that one as well. But the main goal is to qualify for the FC World Cup in Riyadh. So we'll keep on grinding till we can get there. And yeah, for my future is basically going to be how my life is right now, playing video games, making content, streaming, collaborating, and yeah, that's how I see my future going. And hopefully, parents allow the younger generation growing up to have some sort of a future like that, because it is always great to do a job that you love doing. And yeah,
Exactly.
so
That's what we're trying to put in schools.
So, manager, for you as a manager, what would you tell other people who have got ambitions to be managers or to be able to grow esports teams, or just come into the fold? How do they get together? How do
So
they start?
for me, yeah, I'll say like I just see everybody as like a pioneer of the esports in Nigeria because like, literally this we can, one tree can make a forest. We all need to come together and try to like grow the African esports scene. What Game Evo is doing, what KD Sport is doing, OS Esports with you gaming as well. We need to come together and try to like build something. Even Conjure with Dr. Sid as well,
Yeah,
with his
Dr. Sid.
contender, with his contender GG as well. So there's a lot to explore in the esports scene. We just have to come together and try to grow it together, groom the players as well. And I praise Game Evo a lot. Like Mr. Kumi is
shout out
the
Mr.
force.
Kumi. Shout out
He's
Mr.
the
Kumi.
force. He's the force.
No, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. I've been speaking to him quite often. That's great. So now that we're sort of coming to an end of this, I just want to know that what would you, if you had given the chance to develop a team from scratch, which genres, manager, which genres would you include in your roster? Apart from FC, would you add any other genres to your roster?
Yes, we have plans to add more players as well, to have players competing on every level. So we just have to like you can't see people if they don't come forward. You have to like they have to come forward and say, okay, same way Farouk approached me. Eventually, he won me in that game. So, but like three players have to come forward. Yeah, I was 3-2 up. Then he won the game after he started. So like players they have to come forward for us to like see them, keep grinding. They'll see you. People will see you. If it's not OSC Sport, Game Evolution will see you. Like we are together in this. Like we'll spot you. Just keep going. We'll spot you.
Right, we'll keep promoting OSC Sport. And I think I'm glad I'm talking to you because I've been engaging with your post, but I didn't know it was you. But I'm glad
Yeah,
I met
thank
the
you so
person.
much.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, thank you.
Farouk, have you come across a young person who you say, this guy is like me? my younger self. Have you come across anybody yet?
Yeah, I've come across some kids. I've met like some fans that come up to me and tell me like they love me, like they play video games because of me, but like the most case scenario, the parents seize their game when it's school time and they don't let them play. And some of them have incredible talents. There's a kid in Abuja, his name is Jermaine. He has very good talent in the video game and he's quite young actually. So yeah, that's one guy that I think in Nigeria has a lot of talent and is very young. And if he keeps on going, he might just be Project Farouk. So yeah.
Ah, that's it. No, that's it. We'll look out for him and then we'll follow his story as well. Look,
Yeah.
guys, I appreciate your time. You've come at short notice, but you've also made time to speak to me, and I really appreciate it. I wish you all the
Thank
best.
you.
But Farouk, we continue to follow your story because we want to tell the story again next year to say, after 13 years, this is where Farouk is now a big ambassador of FC and esports from Nigeria.
Yeah. God willing.
Inshallah, inshallah.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, guys.
And,
Yeah,
no,
please.
thank you, and all the best.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you too.
All right.